that blew up. So we didn't really get that until the last 4 years.
Absolutely. Well, one of the most shocking things for BravoCon for me was the RHOM panel. I mean, Miss Adriana Demora stands up. I mean, were you in that moment when she's calling someone out from the audience and asking for a picture of the Haitian mortician and saying that she talked to this person? And I think Guerdy said it best. You could hear her in the background. She said, "What the hell is going on?" Were
Yeah,
you?
that was all of our thoughts at that time. I had no idea what she was doing. If I would have known, I would have tried to stop her because she's look, she's no stand-up comedian. She's really just great off the fly or on the fly or however you say it. She's not a comedian. And she was trying to make light of a situation. I get the intention there, but it didn't land. And what's really funny is she's like, yeah, it just didn't work. It didn't land. So she really was trying to make a joke, and it just took way longer than expected. She had a lot of hiccups. I mean, I think she should have stopped with the coffee machine from the Four Seasons.
She walked off the
Uh,
stage.
yeah, she walked off the stage because she couldn't find the person that had I guess the photo. It was a whole like bit, but
Yeah,
like I said, she's not a comedian.
she should stick to music,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. Not one of
How, we saw on the RHOM panel, Guerdy and Julia. I mean, Julia, was asked, or Guerdy was asked, what's her relationship with Julia? And she said non-existent. And, Guerdy still seems to want an apology. Julia tried to give an apology. It didn't really land well. She got a lot of boos. Where was that as awkward sitting there as it was to watch, sitting
Yeah,
up on the panel?
I think I said something like just apologize already and just no but but just do it, be done with it. I think she said I'm sorry for your feelings. That's not really an apology. That's like a half a non-apology.
Right. That's not an apology. It's like, I'm sorry that you feel this way. It's
When you
not
feel
really
that
an
way.
apology.
Yeah. I think everyone needs to move on, We're a group of women that we go through ups, we go through downs, we've been in each other's lives for so long. I really just think everyone needs to move on. If Larsa and I can do it, I think everyone else can too.
Where are things with you and Larsa? Because, I mean, you guys ended the reunion. It seemed like, and she came in and she apologized to you and she apologized to Jody and everything at BravoCon went well. Like, where are you and Larsa now?
We're good, like I am, hopeful that our relationship will get better. I think that we both just want to squash it and move on. I think we both have that same mentality. So hopefully we will.
I hope you will. Listen, people like you and Larsa
Yeah,
together.
they do. I've heard that. A lot of people, they just want us to be back together. As besties, I don't know about that, but you know, it takes time to get, trust and the friendship back to where it was. But I'm hoping that we can grow from this.
I hope so too. I like you guys are the two anchors of the show. Come on now.
Thank you.
Do you think like, that the cast is currently like in almost jeopardy of having like teams, like you see the way the couches were divided at the reunion, look, there's no Marisol and Alexia that's one person basically, let's face it. They had their own issues with Guerdy and then, in a sense they're obviously going to not like anything that Adriana likes. Like, do you think that this cast is in danger of becoming just teams without really listening to each other?
I hope not, because that is not what this show is about. That is not, it's about a group of women going through ups and downs and being there for one another. It's conflict and resolution. And when you have division, it's not great. And this is what happens when maybe your cast is too big. But I'm hoping that everyone can get it together and just stop with this, the division and just come together as a group.
I
I
hope
think
so
fans
too.
want to see. So.
I mean, listen, you're busy with the SplitWell prenup app, but perhaps once that is, in full effect and, you can dedicate some of your time, maybe you should come up with a SplitWell friendship app and apply it to this
Brilliant.
RHOM
You know
group,
what?
right?
That is amazing. I think we need to do that. That's going to be next on the list. We're just going to get bigger and bigger.
Like I would just say,
Yeah.
some of your castmates could use some help from that type of app, right?
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. We're gonna work on that. Jody, let's get that one going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no red flags though. We won't be
Yeah.
done.
No red flags. Just think that's needed in everyone's life.
I think so. Look, we'll keep it all friendly, right? BravoCon came and went, and we all had a good time. And now you talk about headlines. I mean, here you are. Let's just address one of the latest headlines. That you're just landing in the Miami airport, and the rumors
Minding
are
my business. Minding my business.
minding your business, and
Minding my business.
So what happened? Julia just came up to you and wanted to chat about not being happy with some of the things you said at BravoCon.
Basically, and I wasn't having it. I just got off of a long flight. The last thing I wanted to do is talk about or get into a confrontation with anyone at the airport while I'm minding my business. And yeah, it's just something I want to forget that it happened. I certainly did not want to wake up to a headline, by page six. I certainly didn't call page six. Somebody did. And it's just the whole thing was just awkward and weird. And I really don't even want to give it any more attention because I think was the purpose.
Well, also, not to
Yeah.
give it attention, just in general, like, this is a job. I mean, we love watching you, and it is a group of
Yeah.
friends, and it's conflict and resolution, but it is a job. And so then BravoCon, as much as you are there for the fans, it is still a job to
Yeah.
land on your own personal time
Mhm.
when, no matter who it is, it's kind of like you are off the clock after a very exhaustive 3-day weekend
Oh my God.
of
And Vegas, of all places, like, God, we were going nonstop. There was event after event. There was morning until night, and then there was another event at night that went till late night. So we were constantly on the go. Um, so I was just over it, at that point at the airport waiting for my baggage. And it's unfortunate, but I just don't want to give it any more air.
We won't give it any more air,
Yeah.
except just one thing, just to clear your own. Like, when she says you were saying, fuck you and all this other stuff, like none of that happened.
Oh, I said F off for sure. Yeah. I'm not going to deny it. I speak the truth. When someone gets in my face, what are you going to say? I would say that to anybody that got in my face and I didn't want it. I would say, hey, get the F out of my face. So I don't know why that was such a bad thing. I think most people would say that.
I'm from New York, so yes, I think that I would say that too.
Yeah.
I do see why you don't want to give it any more light because, to your point, some people could be trying to use it as a press magnet or calling page
Yeah.
six and for relevancy. Like,
Yeah.
do you think, just looking ahead to the future, like, do you think Julia is in jeopardy of losing her job?
I'm disengaging from this. Disengaging like the hat I was wearing. I was trying to be funny. I was wearing a Meredith Mark hat because she's my friend. She gave me a hat. And I think it's so funny because I'm just disengaging from that and from this. And I don't know. I don't know her future. It's not my business.